Good late evening on this just past sunset on an overcast with increasingly clearing skies, seeing a few stars peeking through them clouds as the moon starts to rise in, right? For this beautiful, beautiful early summer, early June night, right? Beautiful, nice and cool, windows open, feels beautiful, gorgeous outside. This is VINCENZO'S Gold Crypto Investing, where you come, that's right, you come for a one-of-a-kind, probability-based trading alert. And this is one of those trading alerts, right? Fine. So, as you know, this is the second night I've played this. Yes, I don't always advocate buying and trading. Yes, I know there's taxes. Yes, I know there's fees. But Vincenzo is using Robinhood. And to trade Ethereum Classic, there are no fees. So calm down there, Chief. Calm down. But I think, which I was trying to play yesterday when I was driving, all these other coins, XLM, Doge, all the rest of them that we cover have all been in this formation, right? And then they've popped to upper resistance and then crashed back down like we've been talking about on all the other coins. But this one, it hasn't done it yet, and I feel like it's gonna, so I have been playing it. Yesterday, I made 4%. I know I had that fucked up sell alert. That was part phone bad, but part gold comedy, right? So I'm glad it happened. That's why I don't edit. I just roll with the punches, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to play. I played this again. I'm in, where did I get in? I'm just about even. I was down like 1%. I think I got in. It's at current price is 67. Let's mark this. I want to say I was 1% down, which would be like right there. I want to say I'm about even because I got it like right here. So I'm pretty much dead even right now. And what I'm trying to play is I think it bounced. This is your critical sell zone, right? If it breaks south of there, see that? There's a moving average there. Let's find it. I would think it'd be in the shorter time frame, right? See if we can find that moving it. Shorter? Well, maybe it's got to be a moving average down there somewhere. 4 hour? No, there's not. The daily there would be. Yes. See, it's too far out though. That's the 50-day. Actually, that kind of works though. But that's a little bit deep. So this is a good right here. See, this isn't a daily. So if you're going to play this pattern and you're not in, you don't buy. I'm going to show you how to play this beautifully. So if you're not in, yeah, I just entered in early on lower resistance to gamble because I was in sort of a gambling mood. So you would start to get your buy orders if the price breaks out and you get up to 70. I'm not a financial advisor, nor do I play when I'm on radio, so it's strictly financial, or this is strictly educational and entertainment only. I cannot recommend stocks. It's just what I would do, or textbook buying the breakouts and patterns if you read it online or in a book, right? So you'd start entering right now at $70 and say 35 cents. Then you would, like right here, like $70, you'd start buying in, and then if the price goes up, right, let me have a point or two out. So if the price comes up here, you buy the breakout. So you don't buy it if it just breaks out by a little bit. My rule of thumb is 3%, right? Because then you can avoid fake outs, and we're in the daily time frame, so we know we're golden. So you start buying in about $70.32. You buy more at 71, and then you can go all in on your position. I would go just north of that last wick right here. So you can go all in at about $72. And then your average price is somewhere around $71.50. And then I'm riding, thinking we can break out and we can get at least up to that line right there. So if you do the breakout right, you're all in at an average price of about right there, and you can ride. Yeah, see, that's why I bought early. You can ride a 7% gain, but from where I'm in, that's how you buy the breakout. Yes, it could come higher, but I don't think it's going to. But where I got in, right about there, I'm playing about a 10 to 12% move. But if you want to get in before the breakout, which is not what you're supposed to do, you're supposed to buy the breakout. You can still buy the breakout, and you just get all in by 69.5 to 70.75, and then you can ride an 8 or 9, 10% gain up in the here, and then play it by ear. But I would start selling up here. I'm just playing a 10% gain with a moderate position, but I have a stop loss, which would essentially be right at this the blue line, which is the 50-day moving average. I have my stop loss set at $65.89. So I would have minimum loss is like a 3% loss with a top end gang of 10 to 15%. That's what I am doing right now. I'm not a financial advisor. Digibyte already popped earlier, I think. Yeah, you see that? Well, it's still in there. Digibyte hasn't popped out yet, but it's trying to right now. They've all been in this pattern, and they've all, one after another, popped. Digibyte got rejected up there, like when we were talking earlier. So that one might get rejected. But that's just a quick update on this coin. What is this other coin this guy keeps asking about? Fuck. Harmony 1. I'm going to guess it's this. No, fuck, not versus Bitcoin. Son of a bitch. Stupid fucking coins that I don't care about. Subscribers, but I do them because I love you, right? Do this for the fucking subscribers because I don't care about Harmony 1. Harmony 1 USDT. There we go, subscriber. Doing this for you because you keep bothering me. All these shit coins. You know what I'm saying? Never heard of half of these. Come up with all the craziest shit, subscribers. Oh, we just came off a huge pump. Actually, this is a good coin, subscriber. There we go. This is get some good TA on the fly. We probably got to go in the daily for some more data. See, I always say go to the farthest out time frames that make sense. And the weekly didn't have enough data points. So we're going to try to find some kind of legacy trend line. Support, resistance. Hold on. Let's zoom in and flatten it out. You can see that it was support back here. Then it was resistance the rest of the way. So that makes sense right here. Then we just keep extending out. I'll show you what I'm talking about. This is just how you start to break down to get a baseline. So you see you had support right there. Then we had resistance right there. And then we blasted off through it, right? You see that? So we know there's support and resistance, and the line plays some significant role. Then way down the line, a lot farther, it crashes and gets supported right on that very line. Then it pumps and it comes down and gets supported on that very line. Then it pumps, slight resistance, and it crashes. So we know that line holds significance, right? You know that holds significance right there. Then we try to find some overhead resistance on the crash part after it topped and underneath support on that. So I go up to the top, and I'm doing this in the daily time frame. Yes, I know this right here, but that's just a big fake out. So you got resistance, overhead resistance 1, overhead resistance 2, 3, 4, fake out, 5, 6. So this line holds some significance, right? We can see a lot of resistance on it. We're going to make this. I like blue, so we're going to make it. No, I like lighter blue. No, that's too depressing. No. Yeah, it's better, a little already. So that holds some significance. So we got upper resistance. Then we're going to do the same thing on the lower support. And let's just try to see what makes sense. We got 1, we got 2, a little fake out, just like that. 3, 4. I don't really like the looks of that. So then what I would say is better is something like, you know, I like that. And you're going to be like, well, you're just drawing random fucking lines. Son, you're just drawing random fucking lines. No, I'm not, because check this out. So, right here, let's pour a little drawing tool out. Resistance, pump, right, for that line. We went over that. And then this blue line, it was resistance on there, support on the yellow line. Then resistance on the yellow line and resistance on the blue line that pumped, right? And then the yellow line held resistance there. And then a little bit of support, and then a little bit of resistance there, support there, and a little resistance there. So what could happen here is you got two choices in Harmony 1. You're running out of time now. You see how we're forming an apex right here to right there to the little company made famous YouTube drawing tool. See right here we have an apex. So what you're going to trade and get squeezed in between these upper supports and upper resistance and lower support. Then you can either try to pump up to your 200 or 50-day moving average right there at the blue line, right? And then if you can get some volume, which you're not getting right now, you can try to pump to upper resistance, right? And then more than likely roll over. That's the least likely scenario in this coin, right? See that? That's the least likely scenario. The most likely scenario with crashing volume, just like all these other coins, is you come up, maybe come up to that overhead 50, get rejected, come back down on this underneath support, dance on it, get rejected, and then come down and start trading down on that line in a downwards fashion. I think that is the most likely scenario in this coin. The least likely, but still on a probability based, maybe 3.5 out of 10. Let's put some targets on here for you, my man. No, right here to right there to over here to there. So we would say, we're going to clone that real quick. We're going to say maybe a 3 out of 10 chance that you hit upper resistance sometime in the next week to 10 days. And I would say a 6 out of 10 chance of it coming here somewhere down to lower support, right? But lower support's actually down much farther. Lower support would be back down here. So a 6 out of 10 chance of coming down to 43 cents in the days and weeks to come before you make a new high, and a 3 out of 10 chance of it going up to upper resistance before you come back down to lower support, which lower support, let's clone this, would be right here. So like, subscribe, and share. Just a quick update. I'm going to be going to bed soon. I have a fabulous, glowing, must-watch, must-listen morning radio show, episode 13 tomorrow, on inflation, gold, monetary and fiscal policy, and exactly what inflation is. And if you think inflation is rising prices, you really need to listen to that, because rising prices are an effect of inflation. Inflation is just when government, like Joe Biden, expands the money supply. That's all inflation means, is expansion of the money supply. When you expand the money supply, prices will start to rise because there's more money chasing the same amount or even less goods, because you're paying people to stay at home and not produce things to then consume things out of the economy. So now you're paying people money to not produce things while massively inflating the money supply, expanding it with inflation by printing it off a machine, right? And at the same time, we have less goods being produced because people that used to produce things and put into the economy are now refusing to go to work due to getting paid more by Joe Biden's printing press than going to work. So we have less products and services out there for more people trying to consume them, hence product shortages and price hikes, all because of the big government, radical left-wing communist socialist philosophies and Keynesian economics, where you just print money and inflate, which is inflation, printing money, expanding the money supply, and it turns into devaluation of the local currency, and in my case, the dollar. As I digress, please listen to that. It's a must listen to if you don't know what I'm talking about right now. Like, subscribe, and share. Peace and love. Morning radio show tomorrow.